Hi, my name is Tina Dupuy, and you're watching the TYT Network. With me today is Tim Mahalski, and we have a really exciting interview. Ian Murphy, who is the editor of the Buffalo Beast, called Governor Scott Walker yesterday pretending to be a Koch brother, and we have him on the line. Ian, are you with me?
Yeah, I am. How you doing?
Hey, Ian. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Well, first off, my first question to you is, how are you exactly like James O'Keefe?
I keep saying that I'm the black James O'Keefe.
Nice.
I don't really know what that means, but I'm not exactly like James O'Keefe in that I don't take things out of context and produce propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some trickery involved, so that comparison is bound to be made. False equivalence, but sure.
Do you feel like there was trickery involved? I mean, because
There's absolutely trickery involved. I mean, I called posing as someone I'm not. That's a trick.
Okay.
I mean, it's also could be considered legitimate undercover reporting if you're feeling charitable, but it's not quite like taping a scene of me wearing a pimp outfit, walking into a building, and then splicing it together with footage where I a pimp outfit, and it's assumed that I am that sort of thing.
Right. I mean, investigative journalists, I often use what we call the dumb secretary role, where I call up and I just act like I'm an idiot and I don't know what's going on, and then people give me more information than they would have had I had said, I'm looking for information and acted like I knew what I was talking about.
Right.
So when what were you assuming would happen when you called?
I was assuming they'd hang up on me. I was assuming there's no possible way they would believe that David Koch would wait on hold for like 10 minutes using Skype to get through to their office number that's on the internet, on their website. It just seemed, it seemed like a very long shot to me, and just that I got through was just amazed me, really.
Because we covered this last week, and one of the crew here was like, he's not even a good actor, and I was like, but if you didn't crack up, which makes it perfect acting. I mean, how did you not laugh? I mean, was there a mute button?
No, I was just beside myself. Literally, I was just in this delusional state where I was looking at the side of my face. I was just detached from the whole thing. That's why I didn't say too much. I wasn't thinking too much. I was in a little bit of shock, to be honest.
Have you covered the Koch brothers? I mean, they have this kind of, no one talks about this, but their father, who they inherited their business from, was one of the founders of the Birch Society.
Oh yeah. Well, I drank some fluoridated water, and now I'm a communist. So that's why I got into this whole thing, because I'm insane fluoridated communist. But yeah, and he made his money, and while he was doing that, he was building oil refineries for Stalin. So it's just, they're duplicitous and just dishonest propagandists, and they make money any way they can, mostly by deceiving people. That's like, their main industry. It's second largest private company in the U.S. They haul in $98 billion a year or something like that, and they use a good portion of that on just massive disinformation campaigns, as you know, AFP, Cato, all that. So yeah, I know a little bit about them. I've been following them for a couple of years, and I mean, just when this Walker thing came up, I thought it was a good opportunity to do something about it.
Now, Ian, would you consider yourself, I know people in the media, anytime you do anything interesting, you'll always be called a blogger, but do you consider yourself a blogger?
Sure. I'm a liberal blogger.
Right.
According to Vanilla Sasquatch David Gregory. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm a blogger. We used to have a print magazine. It's no longer there, so sure, it's a blog. But Andrew Sullivan's a blogger.
Right.
People at the New Yorker are bloggers. That's fine with me. But yeah, I do understand. There's a little bit of it's a little bit of an epithet there, just a slam to discredit me. But sure, I'm a blogger. Ain't no problem with that.
And I'm sure you're aware of this now in the legislature, in the Wisconsin legislature. Now they're floating a bill completely not related to this incident. It has nothing to do with you, but it is outline being fake or spoofing or prank phone calls.
Yeah.
And it hasn't.
Each call between $1,000 and $10,000 fine, and yes, it has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the fact that there's no legislation or there's no jurisdiction for a federal phone call, and Skype is kind of a gray area. But how do you feel that you have inspired or at least embarrassed lawmakers enough to inspire a law against what you did?
Well, I think it's sort of pathetic and cowardly and small-minded. I mean, it's just them coming out and saying, we're not smart enough to screen our own phone calls. And how dare you make us look stupid, and we're going to make that illegal. They're basically saying we're going to try to make it illegal for people to reveal our stupidity, and that just makes them look more stupid, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Ian, what's next for you?
Anyway.
No, it's hilarious. I hope they call it the Ian Murphy Law. That would be something for your wall.
I mean, they're claiming it has nothing to do with me, so.
Right.
But it would be great.
How about the nothing to do with Ian Murphy Law?
Oh, that's better.
There you go.
That is.
So real quick, last question. What's next for you, Ian? What are you doing? What's going on with the Buffalo Beast? What's next for you?
Well, apparently we found a beat to cover for a little while, and that's the class war, basically. So I've been talking to this really nice teacher, middle school teacher, who lives just outside of Madison, and him and some friends got some money together, and they're flying me out there Friday. So I'm going to be on the ground this weekend in Madison, and we're going to see if we can, just have some fun.
I'm looking forward to hearing all about it and reading all about it. Ian Murphy of the Buffalo Beast, blogger and law inspirer. Thanks for joining us.